cafes and tacos and beer. Oh my! Kyoto's home to some very traditional Japanese cuisine, but that doesn't mean it lacks modern food. Grab a snack, get your comfy pants on, and let's tuck on into my Kyoto food and drink guide. Coffee and records? Yes, please. Davida Coffee and Records is a funky little shop with an ideal corner spot location, perfect for people watching. Beverage-wise, they offer hand-drip coffee, espresso-based drinks, and they also serve juice and beer. And oh yeah, if you're a vinyl collector like I am, they have a broad genre range of new and used records. What is not to like about this shop? Located next to Kyoto's most iconic pagoda is an easily missed coffee shop, Kyoto Coffee. Great for picking up roasted beans and hand-drip coffee bags, I have to recommend their cold brew coffee. Less acidic and great for sensitive tummies, it has a unique taste only achieved from the cold, slow drip process. Amazing on a sweltering hot summer day. Kyoto is full of independent coffee shops brimming with personality for you to discover, such as KAEru Coffee, a frog-filled shop with adorable interior items, great roasted beans, espresso-based beverages, home-baked goods, and a very cozy spot for chilling. The City Bakery can be found in a few major cities in Japan, but the one in Nishiki Market is the most unique. The serene garden space in the back is picturesque and a relief to the bustling alley it's located in. Plus, their sandwiches, pastries, and drinks are pretty scrumptious. The Kyoto craft beer scene has exploded, and there are lots of shops to discover, but it would be wrong for me to not share one of my favorites, the Kyoto Beer Lab. Located in Shichijo, a quiet area just outside the hustle and bustle of downtown, they have 8 rotating beers on tap, as well as award-winning brews like Sucker Punch. Karaage Japanese fried chicken. Now you know I'm a KFC Korean fried chicken girl, but Japan can do a pretty decent fried chicken as well. Oh, so good. Juicy, crunchy. I waited a long enough time so I didn't scald my mouth off. No, that was a lie. It's the traditional dance. Look what I have beer. It's just got such chill vibes, and dogs are allowed, and there's a great river walk that awaits you afterwards with many more shops to explore nearby. If you're interested in the Japan craft beer scene, I've included many more spots like this in my digital travel guides. And speaking of guides, if you're coming to Japan, I've got just the thing for you. Behold! I've created a massive digital travel guide of Kyoto. In the guide, you'll have access to my favorite restaurants, coffee shops, cafes, ramen spots, bars, craft beer locations, and more for when I visit Kyoto. I've also added in vegan and vegetarian locations. I've included both the popular and incredible must-see shrines and temples alongside my favorite lesser-known spots, so you can choose your own adventure. You want shopping? I've got shopping. I've mapped out unique vintage shops, record stores, stationery shops, and more. So, if you're looking for an easier way to navigate this amazing city, as well as Osaka and Tokyo, I've got you covered with my personal maps. And if you're hitting up multiple cities in Japan, might I suggest my ultimate bundle pack? All my digital guides are available at kingkogi.ca. Happy, stress-free adventuring. Yes, Mexican food in Kyoto. Everything at Maximo is homemade, including their scrumptious margaritas, and they have a pretty nice tequila selection. We enjoyed an assortment of tacos with a Japanese twist, but as long as I have my Cholula hot sauce, I am happy. The enchiladas were gooey and cheesy, and we even had a michelada. That's a Mexican beer cocktail made with tomato juice and spice. My very first one. Bye.
That. Oh, it's spicy. It's spicy.
Now, since we're in Kyoto, we should definitely have some Korean food. Yes, breaking all the Visit Kyoto rules. Okay, truthfully, it was a peak Friday night. We hadn't made any reservations. And after being turned away from a few already pre-booked spots, we just stumbled across Shigor, located inside of an old okonomiyaki restaurant. And honestly, it did not disappoint. Korean vibes, check. Green onion pancakes, pajeon, check. Samgyeopsal, check. Soju, check. Yes, it can be tough to find spots when you don't have reservations, but sometimes you have happy little accidents like this. Now, this cafe has been on my bucket list. I've always wanted to come here. It is an old onsen, like a local place where people used to come to bathe and wash, and they have saved it from destruction. The tiles are gorgeous. Like, I'm just looking around and going like, oh my god, it's so cool. It's just nice. I love the atmosphere here. It feels old and cozy and also modern and new. Now, you might think, wait, fried shrimp, tartar sauce, spaghetti, curry, how is this Japanese food? Well, there's a surprising amount of European, Western, and East Asian food that has influenced Japanese cuisine. It surprised me when I arrived, but I would say curry with rice is probably one of the most popular foods amongst Japanese people. If you'd like to see more of this amazing bathhouse turned cafe, check out my video on how I avoid the crowds in Kyoto. Kyoto's famous for many varieties of tofu, but one of the more unique experiences is making your own fresh tofu skin, called yuba. So this is soy milk. In this particular restaurant, they talk about how they use different soybeans from all around Japan and they blend it to create the perfect soy milk. The soy milk is boiling and then the surface will create a skin. And we're gonna use these little bamboo skewers to like roll or lift it off. And then you dip it in the tare in the sauce. I'm gonna just cut around the edges here. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Set course comes with many more delicious bits and bites, but I'll be explaining that fully in another video. Unlike the rest of Asia, street food isn't as common as you'd think in Japan. Takeout snacks like ice cream, freshly roasted chestnuts, or even a cold pickle on a stick are sprinkled in popular tourist areas, but the real hub of street food in Kyoto is Nishiki Market. I've covered the good and the bad in this area in my dedicated Nishiki Market video. But for a taste of what you can find, here are just a few of my favorites. I'm a huge fan of agadashi tofu. It's like tofu that's been fried, but this is agadashi yaki tofu, so it's actually been grilled, and then they have the sauce and the katsuobushi flakes on top. Let's give it a go. The tofu is so delicate. Whoa. How can you fry something so silky? Such grace, such skill. I should have brought my own chopsticks with me. This is a soy sauce grilled octopus. So juicy. Yuba is like the skin on soy milk. They've wrapped it around like a fish cake filled with shrimp and a little bit of mountain yam, and it is so savory and sweet and bouncy and yummy. Wow, this one's really, really good. Yum. If there's one thing I love, it's butter. Uncle and butter? That sounds like a match made in heaven. Oh god. That is dangerously good. This is a freaking winner. Night has fallen, and with filming all wrapped up, we're looking for a cocktail bar to celebrate. Pontacho Street is brimming with bars, and we stumbled upon Atlantis, a simple cocktail bar located right on the river, with a great back patio. Since we've arrived early, like the old folks we are, it's happy hour, which means drinks are half price. Almost every cocktail bar I have visited in Japan has a cover fee per person. So, if my calculations are correct, with drinks at half price, you can make back the cover fee by ordering at least 2 drinks. And here I was thinking my middle school math problem solving skills were useless. And that concludes our food and drink guide to Kyoto. I hope you enjoyed visiting these spots with us, and if you're planning a trip to Japan, check out kingkogi.ca for my digital travel guides. Happy travels and keep keeping it cool in the King Kogi village.